This week on Animal Rescuers, 240 animals crammed into a suburban house, a challenge for Nick Ridley. Dave Braybrook gets a surprise under the stairs. And Sally Kearns takes the plunge.
You're not going anywhere.
Inspector Nick Ridley is on his way to a house in High Wycombe after an anonymous tip-off.
Just had a call to say we've got to go to a house where we've been told there's possibly some hundreds of animals inside. We've been told at the moment they've got no water. The one thing that does worry me is the information is that there's lots of rats and mice in the house as well, and they're really not my most favourite of animals. One of the things about this job is we never know what we're going to come up against. There must be 60, 70 odd rats and mice and gerbils here. The cages are filthy. Most of them seem to have litters in. This is just unbelievable. It's horrendous. This is room 4, the hallway.
Every room holds a new horror for Nick as he captures the scene for possible legal action.
This is room 2, the landing. And this is room 3, the bathroom.
The small family home looks like an abandoned pet shop.
I can't believe what I've just seen upstairs. Coming down, it looks like now my worst nightmare. I've got to say at this point, I don't like rats and mice. You can see the adult rats, but every single one of these have got litters in. In fact, some of them have got more than one litter in.
It is ceiling-to-floor cruelty. Animals packed in cages, many hungry and dehydrated. Nick finds everything from rabbits, mice and gerbils to a range of exotic birds.
What you can't smell is the smell. I mean, it's really quite horrific. And in the confines of the house, terrible. In amongst the animals, there's 4 children living in the house as well. The main thing now is to get the animals out of there, get them back to Blackberry Farm, get those cages cleaned up, get them properly fed and watered.
Dave Braybrook's out on a house call as well.
Hello, Georgina.
Yes.
Hi, Dave Braybrook, RSPCA. Right. Do you want to show me where the animals are?
Yeah, they're just round here.
Right, OK.
Dave's learned not to be surprised where people keep pets. But there's always a first time.
Right, they're in here, are they?
Yep.
All right, OK. Why are they in here, then?
Well, they're not actually my lizards, they're my boyfriend's, and he left me about 2 months ago, and I've been looking after them the best that I can.
Right. Now, what have you been feeding them on?
I've been feeding the water dragon, mealworms and crickets, and the iguana different fruits and vegetables.
And this iguana's been losing a bit of weight, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it looks as though he hasn't been eating particularly, because he looks a bit thin. I can see his ribs down there. See, the problem with keeping them in here is that it's all very nice, there's a lot of room for them, but the trouble is it's going to be very hard to keep the humidity and at the right temperature all the time. And the walls are fairly cold, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they like to handle? Are they all right?
The water dragon's fine, but the iguana whips and...
Yeah. Yeah, the old tail tends to flash around a bit, doesn't it?
He's hardly touching his food at all now.
Right, yeah, he needs to be seen by a vet anyway. Yeah. All right, OK, well, we'll do the honours and get them out and get them rehomed for you.
Thanks.
All right.
It's still only breakfast time as a Noah's Ark of animals from the house rescue starts to unload at Blackberry Farm Animal Rescue Centre.
Morning, guys. Don't get the guinea pig in there. Just the one.
I don't know, he's been quite...
This is the centre's biggest test since opening. Manager Richard Musgrave has called his staff in early. The animals are coming thick and fast. Richard's problem is where to put them and how to keep breeding pairs apart.
Well, some of them are going to have to go together. We'll try and sex them. We haven't any choice. We can't. We haven't got individual pens for them all.
That is one beautiful rabbit, yeah. Oh,
Colour it out.
gorgeous. Oh, look at his colour. You are beautiful. That is a boy, Nick,
Yeah, I
isn't
think
it?
you're right. Yeah.
That's right, you get to hang of it.
Guinea pigs.
Shall I do the other one for
Yeah.
now?
You'll need to get some shredded paper in there, some water bowls and some food for them. Might as well do it all at the same time. That was supposed to be female, isn't it?
Oh,
Like female
Yeah,
now,
she's
she's
pregnant.
Dave's already sorted out his plan of action for the closet reptiles. Now he's ready to sweep them out of the broom cupboard.
What we're going to do is hopefully catch them. I've got the gloves here to save any damage to myself. We're going to put them into the cat baskets, and then they're going to go to a vet and hopefully be examined at that point, and then they're going down to Blackberry Farm, supposing everything goes to plan. Knowing my luck, it probably won't. Alright. Okay, little fellas, let's see if we can catch you then. These aren't ideal situations I'm putting them into. I'm just putting them in here. I've got a bit of carpet on the bottom so that they can just get some grip. I've heated the van up so it's going to be a bit warmer as well. But it's the best I can do for the moment, just to get them to a vet. So I might just go for the water dragon first, I think. Come on, swing out. That's it, oh, that's it. Towel. Oh, there we go. That's you in.
I feel pretty sad and a bit guilty, really. They're not in the best of condition. And I just hope someone will give them a good home. Trying to work and look after her and give these the time that they need, and really they just need a lot more time than I can give them.
Right. This one needs to be more of a problem, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a bit more mobile, I think. All right, sweetheart, all right. Come on. Just keep that tail there, if you would. Lovely jubbly. He's not very well, is he? He's not very well at all. Right, lovely. Well, that was easier than I thought. Hiya, it's Dave Brabeck, RSPCA. Hiya. Can you... Is there a vet on duty at the moment? Right. Could he look at an iguana for me?
By mid-morning, the animals from the house rescue are still pouring in. Richard and his staff are doing well to keep their heads above water.
The place is already full.
Yep.
So we're going to have to go across into the animal house and see what we can do to make some room.
Sort it out.
So far, they've discovered 25 species of exotic birds.
You can see the state of this poor old fella here. He was at the bottom of a stack of 5 cages, and it took 2 of us to carry this cage out because of the mess in the bottom. I mean, that hasn't been cleaned out for months. The rats, mice, gerbils, hamsters, they're all filthy dirty. This sawdust is soaking wet. I mean, some of them had like little teacups in there for water because they'd been tipped over, and most of them were very, very thirsty. You can smell what it's like. If you can imagine this in a confined space, it really was quite horrendous. I've not seen anything like this before. I mean, yes, you get jobs where you get a lot of animals, but I've not seen anything like this at all.
While staff at Blackberry Farm are working against the clock, colleagues are on a grueling cliff face exercise.
These are the old harnesses we used to have. You must not ever descend now using these harnesses.
Inspector Sally Kearns is the only woman on the course, but there's one problem. She's terrified of heights.
Right, if you're going down the face, you must be wearing one of these ones.
I need some confidence.
Confidence
Thank
skills,
you.
you don't need them. The system cannot fail you.
Oh, I'm quite sure of that. Just whether my stomach will fail me or not.
Okay. Unit out. Right, there's an overhang down here, Clint, so...
Sally and many country-based inspectors can have abseiling training up to 4 times a year, essential for hillside rescues.
All right. Get your heels into the side of the wall.
I'm thinking
Take it
about
nice and
starting-
slowly. I'll take you up the stretch.
Oh!
Nice and easy.
Ah!
Nice. You're not going anywhere. Don't let go of that right hand.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to do
You're
it.
doing it. You're doing it now. You're doing it now.
But will the inspector with the fear of heights prove to have nerves of steel? After the break, the crisis continues at Blackberry Farm, and there's drain trouble for handyman Ernie.
Deep breath in.
It's make or break time for Inspector Sally Kearns.
What happens if I let go of my right hand?
I'm going to lower you over the lip, okay? Still need to maintain.
No, let me have one
Okay.
more. It's that initial sort of second where you're just like, oh!
You get a winged dagger to put on your helmet after this.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do
You're
it.
doing it. You're doing it now. You're doing it now.
Okay. Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Right. What you need to do, you need to put that right leg and start moving that onto the face. All right. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting on your backside. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
You can't go anywhere, but is that hurting your leg?
No.
No?
Oh!
All right. I've got you. Both hands off.
I'm going to hang upside down.
Right. Put your right leg. Move your right leg.
Hang on. This is a good starting point. This is a good starting point. I'm okay.
Swap this. Alright, you go.
Okie doke, that's a bit more like it.
Let's flow now.
Well done, Sally.
I've aged about 20 years. It was a nightmare, basically. I'm not very fond of heights at the best of times. It was very unnerving for me. The general public are quite surprised when they hear that we have to do these sort of things. But then on the other hand, if a member of the public saw, for instance, a sheep stuck on a cliff face, then they would probably call the RSPCA and expect us to do something about it. So obviously we've got to be in a position where if we need to, we do have to respond to those sort of emergencies.
After overcoming her phobia, Sally Kearns has more sympathy than usual for the animals she's been called out to.
Hello, RSPCA, come for the squirrels. Yeah, come in. Thanks. All right, do you want to just pop the box back on the floor? Yeah. Where did you find them?
On the Foss Park, down at the bottom.
All right, okay. Were they under a tree or anything like that?
Yes, at the bottom of a tree.
So who spotted the squirrels? You did? That was very clever of you. Did you know they were squirrels straight away?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because I know, because if there was birds, they would have different tails.
They'd have wings, wouldn't they, if they were birds? Oh, you are dopey, aren't you? I take it this is the one that was bleeding. It's got a little bit of blood on his nose.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. I expect he's probably done that falling out of the train and has bashed his head either on the way down or on the floor. Have they been moving about much at all?
They were at first, and then they started to go sleep in the box.
Right. How long have you had them?
About an hour now.
Right, okay. He's dehydrated. When I pinch his skin, you can see it stays up in a ridge rather than springing back to its normal shape. And this one looks even smaller.
That was the larger one.
He's quite dopey as well, and again, he's very dehydrated. And they're both absolutely crawling with fleas as well, which doesn't help. So I suggest you spray your house after we've gone, and any animals in here as well, treat for fleas. Not a happy pair, are you? Okay, well, I'll take them. I'll keep them at home overnight. I'll put them on a hot water bottle and keep them warm, because they're both quite cold at the moment as well. Do you want to say goodbye to them?
Bye-bye.
They're fast asleep now. They've had a bit of an adventure and they're worn out. All right then, let's close the lid, nice and gently, so we don't frighten them.
What the animals rescued from the house need most is food. Blackberry Farm uses a ton every week, and the new deliveries arrive in the nick of time.
You can do that. You do that pallet. No, I'll just do the list.
But what goes in has to come out, and when a ton of it has gone in, a ton of it has to come back out. Now the centre's drains are all blocked up.
It's the weather. It's absolutely frozen everything up around here. The waste disposal unit, which is over there, delicately known as the whoopsie away, has frozen up, and so we've literally got to pour buckets of feces down the manhole here and then literally break it up with this piece of wood here. This is one of the most glamorous jobs. I have to do things, mundane things like walking dogs and stuff like that, but this is one of the better jobs, yes. Especially when the weather's freezing cold, you know, and I really don't want to be in there in the tea room. This is the place to be. It's nice down here on your own.
Sally has taken her work home with her. The two squirrels are getting some extra TLC, and as always, that seems to be doing the trick.
H, go. This first feed will be the most difficult because they're both so desperate for food. They're sort of going into a bit of a feeding frenzy, and it's difficult to actually get them to calm down enough to suckle properly.
Grey squirrels are classed as pests, but Sally can't bring herself to put them down. She plans to take them to a licensed wildlife safe haven.
This one I'm not so sure about. Come on, Chuck, let's see if we can get some of this down. Even puppies and kittens sometimes are difficult to bottle feed, and yet little squirrels that haven't had any human contact before just knuckle down. It's incredible, isn't it, really? Okie doke. There we are. You want to go to sleep now, don't you?
Lunchtime, and there are an extra 200 guests from the house rescue to cater for. First, though, a few of them still need sorting out and cleaning up.
Okay, I'm going to have a root.
It's like a bird of prey, isn't it? A rabbit.
We're going to have to look at our rabbits that's here already and double up what we can. We're just going to have to live with one another.
A few doubled up already at the moment.
Put all the ladies together and some of the gentlemen together.
It turns out that the exotics will only eat a special diet of birdseed. Ern is relieved of drain duty to go shopping.
Oh dear.
We need some special finch food, and we need some more canary food.
Yeah. What are you putting the hens then?
Yeah.
The hens together in the far aviary?
What a nightmare this is turning out to be.
Yeah, right.
We're going to have to soak them off. Can't see how long the nails are underneath them. And that one, look.
Amid the chaos, more arrivals. The centre's at bursting point.
You can see it's total mess in there.
Jill, the deputy manager, hopes to solve the crisis by making a TV appeal.
Try and calm them as quickly as possible. Obviously, is the main priority. And to get this many animals in, it's just, I mean, the staff here are brilliant. But even so, I mean, we're going to be working absolutely flat out.
Because of the crisis, Dave's decided to take his exotic companions to a local vet, rather than join the queue back at the animal centre.
Oh, hello, Dexter. Hi. How you doing? All right.
What have you got for me then?
Right, got the iguana and the old water dragon. I rang up about them earlier. A little bit worried about this one. The iguana hasn't been eating for about two weeks or so.
Yeah. What's the story on it?
Basically what's happened is that the girl that was looking after them, her boyfriend's left her, and she's been left with them. Now the old water dragon's been okay.
If he was going to clear off, why did he get them in the first place?
I don't know. We get lots of problems like this with people just leaving the animals behind.
First thing we do is look in his mouth.
Right,
The common problem is mouth rot with these. That's nice and pink in there.
He's a reasonably young iguana, isn't he?
He is. He'll grow a lot bigger than this. And
Bit ribby,
inside his
isn't he?
abdomen, he's really thin.
Right.
I think the first thing to do is to put him in a good controlled environment and feed him what he's supposed to be fed and see if he'll start eating again. Put him
Pop
away
him in that one.
and take a look at the other fella.
Right, we've got the water dragon in here.
He's been kept under similar conditions.
He's been kept the same space under the stairs.
Same space under the stairs.
He's picked up since he's been in the car, actually. He's a little bit more lively.
He is waking up now because I've caught hold of him and he's absorbing heat from my hands. Open your mouth, chap. There's a good lad. Right, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely and pink.
All right, sweetheart.
Well, he's fine. He's certainly been getting the lion's share, hasn't he?
Yeah.
We'll put him back before he does a runner.
Jill's prayers have been answered. People are flocking in after her appeal for new homes.
They are quite pretty and they're easy enough to look after. And I think you've got to take on what you can, one, afford and be responsible for.
The public response is fantastic. At last the pressure is lifting from Richard and his team. Local families suddenly have a lot of new pets. This Russian hamster started the day in squalid conditions. Now he's making friends with Stephanie and Tanya, 10-year-old twins.
They called it Boris, and it always fidgets. It does quite a lot of poos if it gets frightened.
The team's done well. By nightfall, they've rescued all 240 animals. Among the new arrivals, 74 rabbits, 63 rats, and 4 chickens.
It's the first real test of character of the staff, and I have to say I'm very proud of what they've done today.
Last feed of the night, so fortunately nearly the end of a stressful day. So I'll be quite glad when I've done the feed and I can actually go and put my feet up and have something to eat.
You can't get away from the fact that the inspectors get quite a high profile in what we do, but behind us there's this team, and seeing what the girls have done here has been brilliant, because without them I think we would have been in real trouble today.
The RSPCA has since given a written legal warning to the woman who kept the animals in her house.
These things happen, just not too often, fortunately.
Next week on Animal Rescuers, Nick Ridley has a late-night crisis. Dave Braybrook stars in his own version of Swan Lake. And Sally the collie faces a life-saving operation.